Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Indiana Hoosiers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Indiana's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Got it up for the first. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it. Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll give it to Brown. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
4th down, Manning. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, and now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
On the ground, it's Beebe. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top.
It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. I don't know if and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Manning. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8.
when you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Here's Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and him.
Makes the grab in their space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've switched into the field and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They want to run it left here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You can tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch. Elite coverage.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Arch is going to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll run it. It's Beebe. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to try to return this one. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Here's Arts to throw. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate because you were the king. You were the king of college football. You won it all. A lot to be excited about. Palmer, now you work on the next season and repeating and all that goes with it.
And it should still be good, too, right? Because winning that first national championship brought in so many good recruits, brought in so many players through the portal. You can make an argument their roster this year is better than last year's national championship roster. So I'm excited to see what they do today.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hoover. He's going to let it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Manning with a play fake. Here comes the heat. And as he throws, he's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the draw, it's Smothers. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, Manning. Coleman open on the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Manning. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. Play action. Here's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Wingo. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on him.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in,
and that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Takes a handoff. It's Beebe. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to the ground with the running back. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Aggies coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Smothers. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. and his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create.
Makes a grab and room to run. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll run the counter. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Hauls it in. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Running the red zone, it's Simon. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Beebe. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays.
Going to take a shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking for a gap. It Smothers. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Arch Madness. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Throwing Manning. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's shot. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a heat. Trying to get away. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Hoosiers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. the 40, at the 30, past the 10. Touchdown, Texas! A pick six!
Let's go, intercept! And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Got a man, it's shot. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down.
Holds it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here.